Hello and welcome to a post-processing tutorial from Sky Photo Trip. In this tutorial, we will see how to reduce the size of stars. I'll be showing you three different methods to reduce the size of the stars. Two methods are in the software Images Plus and one method using actions in Photoshop. Here is the software Images Plus, and I have opened an image of the North American Nebula, which was clicked at the Sky Photo Trip 15 using the Hyperstar on 14-inch. This image has been stacked using about 100 light frames and about 15 dark frames and 16 flat frames. Thereafter, the image has been developed. That means it has been stretched. So you can see the North American Nebula in this image, but you can also see that this particular region of the sky in the Milky Way contains a lot of stars. So the stars are actually overwhelming the image, and the attention to the nebula is hardly present. So we need a method to reduce the size of the stars so that the nebula can be seen better. To reduce the size of stars in a deep sky image from the start, that means from the field, from the equipment, you need to follow a couple of things. You need to focus precisely. Sharp focusing will reduce the star's size. You should take care that no color fringe is present. In this particular image, if I zoom into the image to 100%, you can see that the stars are slightly bigger than what they should be. Also notice that many of the stars have this red fringe. While shooting in the field, you should avoid these. You should also avoid all the vibrations that are going to the equipment, and you should photograph in really steady skies when the twinkling is less, so that the star size remains in control. Also, you should take care that to photograph the object when it is crossing the meridian. That part of the sky is highest, and the star size will automatically reduce from the start. Now let us see in Images Plus, I will show you two methods how to reduce the stars. In the software Images Plus, there is a facility where you can copy a portion of an image. So this is the icon over here, and I'm going to copy a part of the image, and the image opens up, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now the first method that I want to show you in Images Plus is under Special Functions and Star Size. Star Size, Halo and Shape Reduction. So you can see that in this particular window you have three portions. The top portion deals with star sizes, and there are three sliders, and the equal RGB increment is ticked on so that all the three sliders move in unison. So if I move these three sliders towards the right, you will immediately see that the star size has reduced. Now since we are working in a smaller portion of the image, the effect can be seen almost immediately. So when you are satisfied with the effect, then you can use the same settings and apply them on the main image. At the moment, in this portion of the image, I would like to draw your attention to the red fringes that are present uh, almost on all stars. So you can tick off the equal RGB increment and reduce the star size just in the red color. and you can see that the red fringe has gone away from many smaller stars, although it does exist on the brighter and the bigger stars. You can click this again, and now the sliders will move in unison. If you apply this correction of star size very aggressively, you will notice that each and every star will have a halo around, a black halo around them, which is not desirable in post processing. So you should use this. Although the effect is so nice and great, you should use it sparingly. So let us say that you have used this effect of star size quite reasonably, but when you go and process this image further for smoothing and contrast, this halo, which is not visible at present moment, will bring forward, and the image will look really bad. So you should use this effect sparingly. When you are satisfied with the portion of the image, which is now at more than 100%, then you can select the main image and apply the same settings to the main image, and you can see that the star size has reduced. If I click the undo button, you can readily see there are plenty of stars, and after applying the command, the star size has reduced, and now the nebula is better seen. I'll undo this change and close this particular window, and also in the smaller portion of the image. Now I would like to show you another method of reducing the star size in Images Plus. You go to the menu command smooth sharpen, and inside that you have a command of star size reduction. This particular action or command is very gentle and slow. It is not as harsh as the previous method. In fact, this particular command takes such a long time, and what it is doing is, let us take this star, and it is checking the background around the star, and when the star size is reduced, this background is pulled in. That means you will never see any black or dark halo around the stars. So let us see how this command is. I'm going to go with the default window size of 9 by 9 and strength 9. The only thing that I'm going to change is the number of iterations. So I will go with 10 iterations at the moment. I'll change this number and apply in the smaller portion, and you can see that the iterations are being applied very quickly, and you can see that the star size has reduced. You can even go to 15 iteration and check the result. So the iterations are being applied again from the start, not 10 iterations plus 15 iterations, but in fact the total number of iteration in this particular image are 15. So now you can see, if we undo, star size big, star size small. Now if you are satisfied with this portion of the image, you can go to the main image and apply this particular setting. So the iterations will start from 0, and since the image is quite big, this will take about 5 minutes to complete. Meanwhile, we can go and discuss the third method in Photoshop. So I have here the same image that I used in Images Plus, and I have opened the TIFF version of the same image in Photoshop. Here is the action panel. If in your copy of Photoshop the action panel is not visible, then you can go to Window and bring on the action panel. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Alt F9 to bring on the action panel. So here we have the action panel, and inside that I have loaded the astronomy tools from Carboni, Noel Carboni, and this contains plenty of actions. I would like to draw your attention to a particular action called reduce star size, which is over here, make stars smaller. So I click on the action, and then I can press the Q button or the play button, and the action will be applied. But before that, I would like to make a copy of the layer and name this layer as reduce star size, and now the action will be applied on this particular layer in a separate method. Now the action has started, and it will take a couple of moments for the action to be complete. Okay, now the action is complete, but I would like to apply this action one more time to show you the difference very clearly. So again, make star smaller is selected, and I will press the Q or the play button, and the action will be applied. And now you can see that the star size has reduced considerably, and if I switch off this layer, you will see the before and after. Going back to Images Plus, I see that there are 12 iterations done, and still 3 more iterations of the star size reduction command to go. We will wait for this and check out the before and after of this command. So one more iteration is left. The 15 iterations are complete, and now I can show you the before and after of this command. So this is the before. The star sizes are quite large and overwhelming, and now this is the after. Star sizes have reduced, and the nebula is now better visible. So if you zoom to 100% and bring out the central portion of the nebula, I can show you the before and after of this. So here's the dark part of the nebula, this is bright part, and the stars. So I undo this, and the star size are bigger, and redo star size is small. So that's how you do it. Thank you.